Wow. Wow. Dude, look at that Carbon X1000 just roll. Oh my God. What's up, YouTube? Welcome to another episode here on the Piscifun YouTube channel. Today we are headed down to go catch giant bluegills with my buddy Connor Bowen. There's a very good chance, especially if you're from the Midwest like me, that your whole fishing world started with catching bluegills. Do me a favor, guys. Drop a comment below if you got into fishing by starting with catching bluegills. Drop me a comment and let me know. Stay tuned and check out all the action. All right, guys, so Connor just got here. We just got out on the lake right now. Did a little bit of looking around, trying to figure out where we were gonna fish. Basically what it is just fishing, you know, typical stuff for bluegills, fishing a weed line and using a bobber and a worm. So kind of back to the roots when you were a kid. Guys, hooked up on the first bluegill of the day right now. Feels pretty good, dude. Yeah, they're all Connor says they're all good here. Yeah, that's a pipe plate. Guys, look at this freaking bluegill. This thing is a giant. We probably should have brought the net out for this guy, but guys, that right there is a giant bluegill. Absolutely massive. Dude, that's unreal. Like, they're just built like monsters. You know they're big when you can lip them. What a beauty. A lot of people like to eat the guys, but when they're that big, we're definitely putting them back, that's for sure. Beautiful fish. Now guys, there's a lot of different things that you can use to catch these fish. What we're doing right now is probably the safest bet, and it's just drifting a red worm over the bed. You can use a regular hook, you can use a jig, anything will work. You wanna make sure you have light line and a smaller bobber for sure. But a lot of people will also go to things like this. These are ice plastics. So these work well as well on a jig head. Blacks are good, reds are good. Something bright is good as well, like pink. And then another one that I really like using on a jig head is a Gulp Alive 1-inch minnow. Those bluegills are there to protect their beds. So when something like that swims on there, they'll snatch that up too. So quite a few different things that you guys can use for doing this out here, catching big bluegills. And you can do it in any state, anywhere across the country. Doesn't matter where you're at, they all act the same. So this is the setup, guys. This is what I'm using. You can use a plain hook, you can use a jig, but a longer shank jig like this is really just a real small crappie jig, but gives you a little bit more hook shank to get that red worm on there, the crawler, whatever you're gonna use. And then it's just 4 pounds up to a small bobber. Try to keep it small, that way they can pull it down easily. There's not a lot of resistance. Fish on, guys. You would go around the motor and around, Connor. Are you a bluegill or a sheep's head? You feel kind of heavy.
Kind of.
Yep. Oh, is that it? What the heck? Yeah. Another sheephead. Yeah, I was kind of right up on that line too. That, guys, is a drum or sheep's head, whatever you want to call it, and they are really annoying. All right, guys, Connor just caught a mammoth. I was right in the middle of switching batteries. Wow, look at that bluegill, guys. What an absolute giant. That thing is like 5.5 inches tall. Crazy. Oh, down, you're down. I mean, right off the bat, dude.
If it goes dead, just, you know, drift cast it.
That was hilarious, guys. Connor's sitting here telling me how he was catching that last one. I'm like, dude, your bobber's down. That thing, as soon as that thing hit the water, by the time your bait was down, the bobber was going with it.
That's how it is, like at early season when this starts. Shoot, if you're on them, it's instant.
Oh, I just missed one.
If you don't get bit in 30 seconds, make another cast.
Awesome. Hey, I just missed one too, right when I was trying to film that one. Yeah, I just missed one too, right when I was trying to film that one.
4 twisted tees if you want it.
Oh, there's one. Didn't even move the bobber.
Obviously not on camera or whatever, but I didn't know if you'd want to.
Oh, they're beautiful fish. Man, what tanks.
Dude, that one's wide.
Wow. Unreal. Guys, look at that fish. He had that jig gone. This is why we like to use jigs for this, because you can keep it out of their throat when they really get it like that. I literally can almost not get my hands around that fish. That's how wide it is. Yeah, I can probably do a picture of that one. Well guys, we're hooked up on a mystery fish. I threw on a 1-inch gulp minnow, and wow. Dude, look at that Carbon X 1000 just roll. Oh my God.
I'd say that's a big kitty.
Yeah, I think so. Holy crap. Wow. Dude, that thing took a solid 50-yard run. Jeez. Almost like it just woke up and realized it was hooked for a second. Yeah, it's got to be a cat, man. The way it's twisting.
Mm-hmm.
Got to be a big cat. Check that out, guys. There's a bonus fish out catching bluegills.
Solid.
Man, that thing fought on that ultralight rod 4-pound test. Carbon X 1000.
Screaming.
Yeah, she was ripping some drag. Get her back in the water. I think she's a little wore out now. Guess not too much. Sometimes you're gonna find yourselves in a situation where you might be fishing, you know, murky water, muddy water, and you can't actually visibly see the beds, or you don't want to spook them. So what you can do is, if you have a unit that has side imaging or side view, you can use this unit to go through and side scan and find the actual beds, and then back off a little bit and target those beds from there. So we'll show you here as we go over this area that we were just fishing, what these beds actually look like on a locator. So if you guys see, you see all the little spots right there, that change in the bottom, you can see the bottom down there is way different. And now you can see all these little white specks on the beds here. Every little white speck, that's a bluegill on every single one of those beds. So using side imaging or side view can be extremely effective if you're looking for fish in murky water, and again, if you don't want to spook those fish.
When they're cautious, it's got to be there.
It's got to sit for enough time.
Seconds.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's one, guys. That one slammed it. Now there's absolute tank. Jeez.
And I literally come out here
Unreal.
and bought like 75, 80 of those in a day.
Guys, that is
just more, you know.
I'm gonna bump that fish because I want you guys to realize that these fish are not, you know, they're not even 9.5-inch fish. They're just massive. I want you to see this on a bump board. So guys, I'm gonna start at the 10 mark. So that fish is just about 9 inches, just at 9 inches. But look how big that fish is. I mean, that is just incredible. Of course, I would wrap my tip up and then hook a fish.
I was like, is that
All right, yeah, let's see if we can get this done, guys. Wrap my tip up. All right, there we go. Fish still on? Yep, fish still on. All right. Sometimes things happen. This feels like a good one. Wow. This has to be a tank. Jeez. Man, is that fish thick. That's just unreal. Guys, look at that. So that's a pretty big jig, and that jig is gone. Thankfully, it's just before his gullet, so I can still get it out and get this fish back without hurting him. So guys, this is a tool you can use. You slide the line in through here, and you put it down, and you can usually pop that hook out just like that. Super easy. And go ahead and get it back. Absolute monster of a bluegill. Connor's hooked up with a Magnum, guys. Wow. Oh man, that's a huge female. Wow. Oh, dude.
That was a 10-incher.
Yeah, that was a Magnum. Oh my God.
I'm the one who lifted it up.
Oh man, that sucks. How does that feel, dude? Well guys, thanks for tuning in to another episode here on the Piscifun YouTube channel. Huge shout out to my buddy Connor Bowen. He guides here in southern Wisconsin. Guys, if you want to get on some big bluegills, if you want to get out for walleyes or just go out and catch some fish in general, make sure you hit him up on Facebook. It's Connor Bowen. He's running trips all summer long. Make sure you check it out. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button. Head on over, check us out on Instagram, and hit us up on Facebook and Twitter. We'll see you on the water next time.